Welcome to EB-5 Investment Report. I'm your host, Aimee Rios. For any foreign investor considering the EB-5 program as a means to gain permanent residence as a U.S. citizen, failure on many levels of the process is a real possibility. According to Michael Gibson, Managing Director for U.S. Advisors, 50% of projects are going to fail. That's probably conservative. It could be higher, Gibson said at a recent EB-5 summit. It can be as simple as failing to properly fill out and provide the right information on applications, or as complex as a regional center itself failing due to fraud and corruption. In this series, we will discuss the process, pitfalls, and problems pertaining to EB-5 and how you can avoid them. Let's start with the first step of the whole process, the I526 application. The USCIS adjudicates and provides this application for entrepreneurs who want to immigrate to the U.S. The form can be downloaded for free via USCIS's website, but there is a $1,500 filing fee. To avoid any problems like using an old edition of the form, only download forms directly from USCIS's website. Many things can go wrong when filling out the form, from simply using the wrong color ink to failing to fulfill document eligibility requirements regarding the types of investment the investor is pursuing, whether it be a new business enterprise, a troubled business, or a regional center. Each one of these investments has a specific list of requirements that include providing documentation proving their capital is from a lawful source and that they have a level of income to sustain the investment. Investors can prove that their finances are legit by presenting tax returns from the past 5 years or presenting a death certificate if funds come from an inheritance, for example. USCIS must have traceable evidence of the source of the money. Imperfect paper trails will certainly result in denial of the I-526 application. Passports and certified letters of pending civil or criminal actions and proceedings are also mandated. If investing in a regional center, investors must produce evidence that the investment will produce at least 10 permanent full-time jobs per investor. Job creation evidence, both direct and indirect, is necessary for pursuance of a new commercial enterprise as well. A detailed business plan describing what jobs will be created, how many, and what the expected salaries are must be provided. If investing in a troubled business, you must show evidence that the existing jobs will be preserved and how. For investors involved in a limited partnership through a regional center, an attached letter from Legacy INS or USCIS designating which regional center you've invested in is also required. All documents written in a language other than English must be accompanied by an English translation. Failure to produce even one of the required documentation can result in the application being denied or impede the process. So, as you can see, the procedure can be overwhelming and requires an acute attention to detail. The USCIS has come under fire for its slow processing times for the I-26 and other forms. Although USCIS states its target processing time is 6 months or less, according to comments and complaints on the Beacon, the official blog of the USCIS, some have been waiting for approval for years. USCIS states that they are working to expedite the process. There are many resources available to guide investors, including immigration attorneys and advisors who specialize in EB-5. The USCIS provides a list of tips on their website, but investors must do their own due diligence to keep from setting themselves up for failure from the start and having their application and chance of becoming a U.S. citizen denied. In the next part of this series, we will discuss the I-45 application process. I'm your host, Aimee Rios, and I want to thank you for watching EB-5 Investment Report.